So the idea is I'm making all these tests, I'm doing a bunch of failures, and the ones that work, I teach to the people who get the course so they can learn and not have to make all the same mistakes.
We just look at what brings the most result.
Like, that's not going to be open forever. I love that stuff. Like, that actually gets me excited.
I'm dreaming, oh, I believe in this dream I've been dreaming, oh, I'm dreaming, oh, I believe in this dream I've been dreaming, oh.
Hey, we got Marian in the house. How you doing, man?
Good, how's it going?
I'm closer to you now. I'm in New York. You're in
Boston. Oh yes, I mean you're like 4 hours away.
All right. Okay, so Marian is the ClickFunnels expert, online marketing guru, everything, helping me and sell my YouTube course. And we soft launched. We created our first e-course. So let's update the audience. Where are we? What's your process? And let's give some value to the people watching.
Sure. So now we basically are almost like in the middle of this soft launch, right? The way that I like to call it, it's mainly just people that know you, people that are on your email list, people that are subscribed to your ManyChat bot, to the automated messenger bot, your Instagram followers, pretty much all the entire warm audience that already know, like, and trust you. So you pretty much don't need to prove anything to them. And most likely a lot of people will start asking you for the direct link. Like the method of soft launch, we use the product launch formula, the 4 videos where at the end you explain like what's the offer, what's the discount, because it is a pretty good offer, as opposed to even the full launch. It's an amazing offer, but this one now people get 50% off, which is insane.
Right.
But so what we're looking for now is just the founders group. We used to, I guess it used to be called the beta group,
Okay.
but now founders is just better, because these are the people, the first 15, 20 that sign up for the course. These are the people that will help you craft the course even better than it already is right now, right? So we'll get feedback from these 15, 20 people based on the live group coaching calls, based on the direct feedback from them. And based on that, you're going to add more lessons. You may, you may take some lessons out of it. If people feel like, oh, I just don't understand this one, you may need to refilm some of them based on what people feel like.
That thumbnail bonus is going to be insane.
When I saw that, and I know we've been talking about adding a lot of bonuses.
Yeah.
But then when I saw that on your Instagram story, I'm like, oh crap, what is he using? I didn't even know that he can do that in TubeBuddy, I think, right?
Yeah. So it's not just the technology, it's what are we testing? So we added this as a bonus to the full course, where I've run 1,200 split tests on my channel. Titles. Wow. and thumbnail variations. It's more than anybody. More than, I don't know if you know Daryl E. He's one of the go-to experts on YouTube. One of the guys who, if he told me, one of my top 5 guys, if he said, Evan, you suck, you got to do this, I would listen and I would try it. And I tweeted out my experiments. He's like, you do more. You're the only guy who does more thumbnail experiments than I do, right? So I wrote to Marian and I said, hey, how about we add this in the bonus? Because I've done 1,200 experiments. I have 140 happening right now. Like on my channel right now, there's 130 or 140 different experiments happening at the same time.
Wow, that's a lot.
So I've taken all of the experiments and everything I've learned from it, and I put it into the course. That's what this whole course is about. It's not just about me with theory. This is, I've done 1,200 experiments. Here's what you need to know about how to grow your YouTube channel. So I do more split testing than I think anybody on YouTube. 1, because I care about making data-driven decisions, and 2, because I just have a huge archive of videos that I can afford to split test on. Most people don't have 6,000 videos to go through and be able to run tests against. So we add it as a bonus, and every week a new lesson that I've learned from split testing thumbnails and titles, I put in there. So that was a last minute worth, Jesus, it's worth a lot, just that bonus.
Yeah, because I mean, a lot of people will, will think that, as you can probably, like the moment you started to split test all of the thumbnails and the titles, you probably started because you wanted to see how, how things work and how, like, what people respond to. And actually on your, I think on one of your Instagram stories, you actually shared, hey, I thought that this is going to go well, but actually it turned out that the other thumbnail had a better click-through rate, but the watch time tanked or something like that. It was a big difference, right? So then that's a stat that, everybody could benefit from. And those things are super valuable.
Yeah. So the idea is I'm making all these tests. I'm doing a bunch of failures. I'm doing 100 tests at a time. And the ones that work, I teach to the people who get the course so they can learn and not have to make all the same mistakes, right? So all my team and everything that I'm doing, you guys get to learn from. So right now we've got 4 free videos that are going out that are stacked with value on why you should be picking YouTube, why it's not too late to do YouTube, how to grow your YouTube channel, and then how to make money using YouTube, right? Did I get it? Those are the 4.
Those are
awesome.
The 4.
I don't usually miss stuff. And so that's a free e-course. Are we limiting the, like, how long people get? We are, right? Like, that's not going to be open forever.
No. So the 4-day course basically will be up and running up until we actually fully launch. So for example,
right.
If we get the 20, like once we get the 20 people in, then, that's it. You won't be able to get, we'll probably retweak at some point in time that one, and then it'll go like hand in hand with the actual launch.
Okay.
It won't get like, they won't get the same offer, like they won't get the 50% off. So the last video just had to be, the outro has to be different. But
right.
Once we get the 20 people in, then at that point, that's it. We will use the 4 video series in a little bit different setting. So like people will still get the value, but then at the end, instead of getting straight into the course, they'll actually get to watch the webinar thing. So that one will have different, so that one will have different.
I got to work on the webinar. I mean, I'm excited for it. That's a lot of value in that one webinar. So I got to make sure I nail it. Anyway, okay. So the 4-day course is up. It's up. I forget the link, but we could throw it up in the description below if you want to get on that 4-day course while we still have it up. It's me giving for 4 straight days that things that you need to learn about YouTube. And then I haven't been doing a good job on the swipe ups. We're working on it. I know I was supposed to. I haven't recorded anything for Instagram for anything today because I've just been all day live streaming and everything. But we have a story that's being designed that's close to be put up. So we'll do a better job of talking about it too.
So mainly, just a side note in there, we are not even using paid ads so far until we get to see how people respond to it, right? So at first it's just, the warm audience, or even if it is a little bit of paid ads, it's mainly to your subscribers. Because I mean, we all know, doesn't matter what platform you're on, your subscribers, your followers won't see every single video that you put out. So that's why you have to pay to reach all your subscribers, especially like you just crossed 2 million, right? Congrats on that, by the way.
Thank you.
So it's not like, not all those 2 million people will actually see. If you put a video on your channel talking about the course, it's probably, I don't know, you probably know better what's the percentage of people that will actually see it, but it's probably less than 10% at first time, right?
Yeah, tiny. Like a promotional video, I actually don't recommend doing promotional videos on YouTube. It's better to do an ad against your own audience, and then it will actually kill the retention for your next video and kill the exposure and reach. So not just that video tanks, your next couple videos could tank as well. Because YouTube's saying, oh, people don't like his videos anymore, so let's stop showing him. So yeah, don't do an offer as a standalone video, better do ads. Once we get the swipe up thing in the story though, then that'll be good. And if we need to do paid ads, then we can do that too. So the model is for people watching, kind of want to follow along and create their own course. I'm just learning from Marian. And listen, you got a lot of. I had some technical people who follow me on Twitter who tweeted me back right away. It's like, oh, I see, I love the page, and you got a messenger bot too. Like, congratulations. I'm like, man, I didn't do any of it. I don't even know what we're doing. I just know the ideas, but Marian are the ones doing all the work to execute and make it happen. So we're getting some props already, which is great. So we have our full course, and then in order to launch that, we're trying to get our first 15 to 20 member founders group. We have a 4-day course that is free that people leave their email, and then every day for the next 4 days, they get an email with the video, and then the last video still lots of value in it, how to make money on YouTube, and at the end talks about the actual full course with the 50% off that's not going to be available after we fully launch. And then the Messenger bot is, we have a map, the roadmap to success on YouTube, that then the only way to get it is through Messenger. Is that the way?
So they're basically almost three different kind of things happening with the Messenger bot. So for example, number one is when people, like, we replicated the same funnel, like the same sales funnel thing that goes into a landing page and shows up the videos and all that. That same process goes on natively on Facebook, and then that triggers Messenger bots every single day, basically, right? But on top of that, people that so we kind of cross promote these things. Like when somebody, like for example, the video that went natively yesterday on your Facebook page, when people commented to it, they get an automated message with signing up to the course. That one bringing them back on the funnel so we can take their email too, right? And then at the same time, people that opt in with their email address and their name on the actual landing page, they get to download the success map, not the success map, but the YouTube roadmap. But they can only do that through the bot. So we kind of cross promote these two platforms because it's important to number one, not just for you to grow the subscriber list, both for Messenger and both for your email, but also for people to see, like, so many times you miss emails, I miss emails, right? It's hard to miss a message on Facebook, like on Messenger. It's almost like impossible unless you unsubscribe. So that's why we want to use the bot as well to complement. So it's not just it's not pushy at all. Like it's just a nice little message, and then you click on the button, and then it automatically triggers you back. So
right. Okay. So just so I get it, because this is I'm still at the beginning of understanding Messenger bots and everything. So we're promoting the 4-day course. They leave their email to get a daily email with the material, but then on that course is if you want the roadmap to success on YouTube, go to the Facebook link, and then there, no?
Yeah, it is. It's a ref URL. When Messenger allows you to create the URL, that when you click it, with your authorization, brings you back on Messenger.
Right. But the only way to get that map, it's a PDF download of the map of success on YouTube. The only way to get that is through the Facebook Messenger bot.
Correct. Yes.
So Facebook loads in a new window. It says, do you want to ask you a question? Do you want to get the map? Type in, I want the map or something. People type in, I want the map. And then it sends them the map through Facebook, right?
Exactly. Right away. Yeah. And then they can just download it right away, right on the spot.
And then from our side, in terms of somebody who's trying to launch something, now you have, that basically counts as an opt-in. But then whenever you have a message that you need to send out, you can send it out just like you could over email.
Exactly. Right? It's just that the open rate and the click-through rate is like 6 times
way higher.
Email.
Right. Yeah. So better to push people through. That's why we're trying to get people to Facebook with the bonus. The only way to get the bonus is Facebook. Okay.
Exactly.
And that's using ManyChat. That's
correct.
ManyChat is the application that allows you to make that connection.
So ManyChat it's a platform that allows you to create messenger bot funnels, right? Like, I know it's called messenger bot funnels, but essentially it's those automated messages without you having to write any code. So you just have the front end of the thing. You just create nicely little, the whole message, and they transform it into, they kind of implement it on the back end of Facebook. So they link it right away with your Facebook page. So that's actually pretty easy to do.
And it's not a Facebook product; it's a separate company.
It's a separate product. Yes, correct.
Got it. Okay. And is that a paid service?
So you can get it. You can get it for free, but the pro version, it's $10 a month. But $10 a month allows you to use, allows you to use fields like, first name, last name.
Much better. Yeah.
Like so the experience, it's so much better.
And we're on the paid version, right?
Correct. Yeah.
And like I'm paying for it, you're paying for it. How do we set that up? Oh, Nina
Nina
paid for it. Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. Awesome. And then okay, so I get that path. The second path now, just so I get it, the 4 videos I recorded that are free value are also going up on Facebook
Natively, yes.
on a schedule. Like people don't have to sign up for it. How does it's just going to my Facebook page?
So it's true. Now, people that did get the map, they'll also get an automated, like a broadcast message when that video goes live on your, like natively when it's posted. So for example, at 5 p.m. today, everybody will get, like everybody that signed up and got the map, they'll get a message being able to go and watch that natively on Facebook. So they don't have they don't have to leave the platform and click on a link and go on a, you know, and actually opt in. No, they'll be able to watch it right there and then.
Right, but we've already got their info in the ManyChat, so we can send them a message saying, "Hey, video number 2." Right, but it's also, people can also watch it who are Facebook fans of me, even seen the landing page.
Correct. So basically, like all those 4 videos, they go natively on Facebook, will be used as an engagement ad. So for example, we'll heavily promote the first video, and the second, the third, and the fourth, they'll only be created ads for people that watch the first video. So for example, day 2 video, day 3 video, and day 4 video, they'll only be shown as ads to people that watched a minimum of, you know, we'll track in there from Facebook ads. When we create a custom audience, we can track, you know, people that watch 10%, 25%, 50%, and all that. So only people that showed interest. So we'll boost the first one to a really broad audience. So we let Facebook do their algorithm thing and just show it to as many people as possible that showed interest in that type of video. And then once we create buckets of people that, you know, watch different amounts of time from that video, because I think it's a 10-minute video if I'm not wrong. So, you know, 25%, it's already 2 minutes and a half. So if somebody watched for 2 minutes and a half, you definitely care, unless, you know, you bounce at 5 seconds and then you're not going to see the second and third.
Yeah, and on Facebook, that's good retention, right? I mean, 2 minutes and a half on Facebook is a great watch time.
We get 2 minutes and a half, like that's...
Listen, guys, it's fire content. You better tune in. It's great. It's good stuff. Those videos are good. Okay, so the first video goes up. So the first video already went up. It's already up. The first video is already up. And that the goal is to, 1, hit my target audience, but then in the future, run ads to hit tons of audience. Anybody interested in entrepreneurship, anybody interested in YouTube, and then you see which audience converts the best watching the video. Videos 2, 3, 4 are not public and only run through advertising, or are also public but aren't getting boosted.
They will be public, but I mean, to be honest, you can have 1 million followers on Facebook and probably less than a
never get seen. Yeah, okay. And so then anybody who watches the video, 25%, we can advertise to say, hey, go watch the next video. And anybody who comments on the video, we can add to the ManyChat as well.
Correct. And yeah, I mean, whoever comments and get added to your bot subscriber, from there, it's like,
okay, I'm getting it. Yeah. And if they like the video, do they get added to the ManyChat as well, or just comment?
No, they have to comment and they have to engage in the first message in order for them to be considered as bot subscriber.
So they comment, then we message them to say, hey, thank you for commenting. If you want the roadmap, click reply here, or say, I want the map, or reply yes, or whatever. They have to say something. Yes, and then they're added to the ManyChat.
Right there and then. Yeah, before, it used to be a little bit different, like a year ago, but it's now they have to actually engage something with the page. And then on top of that, like there'll be so many other, like for example, we can also create an audience from people that engage with one video specifically. We can create an ad of people that engage with your Facebook page in general, like people that are like constant fans of yours, right?
Right.
So the first video will be the one that will dictate the outcomes for the other ones.
Right. Got it. I mean, and what I love about working with you is you just tell me what to do. Make a video on anything.
No,
And
and
he
even
tells me, what?
I love the fact, like when I told you, okay, we're not going to do the webinar, but we have to do these 4 videos. I just gave you random, ideas about how the videos should be structured, and then boom, and like I think it was Monday, and then Wednesday I already got the videos back with the captions burned in the video, and I'm like, oh damn, like I like this. I can get them right there.
We can go. Yeah, I mean, especially if it's just, and I know sometimes a video phone can do well too. Like it seems like you're on the go and it's genuine and it's real and you're talking to them and not staged and in a studio. That's the easiest part for me talking about. And how long a video do you want, right? So it's like I need 2 minutes on why YouTube is the best place to be 2019, 2020. Great. I need 15 minutes. Great, right? I could go. I just love being told what to do. Like, okay, yeah, here we go. The webinar is its own thing because that's not my style. So I gotta research and kind of really hone that presentation down. But all the other videos, like, oh, that's easy, no problem. How long do you want it for? Okay, great, let's go. And so I know you want me. I knew you want me to record like an ad for 1 to 2 minutes. I forget. I have it written down. I gotta go off and do that. But I love that you just tell me, okay, here's the sequence 1, 2, 3, 4. What to talk about? Go right for a thought leader / expert. Like it's great having you because you just. I mean, ideally, the thought leaders and experts, they know what to talk. I know YouTube. I know what I'm talking about. We can talk for days or minutes or seconds, depending on what we need. And I just have to show up and make the videos, like the easiest part. For some people, it might be the hardest part. For me, the whole Facebook bot messenger. I mean, this helps me understand the mechanics of it. But just because I understand the mechanics, it doesn't mean I can go. I get what you mean, but if I tried to do it myself, it would be a train wreck, right? So
yeah, that doesn't have to. Yeah, and then at the same time, it doesn't have to be you there doing it. You just understand what is happening, and then we take care of it.
Yeah, no, I love it. The layout you give people is great, right? It's just easy to work with. And I mean, you've also been very patient through the process as we're trying to understand ClickFunnels and, understand the mechanics of making some of these things.
No, it's awesome. And then also we'll get to the point like when the whole, well, I hate to call it a launch because actually it's going evergreen after that. But at that point, we'll have a bunch of different videos that will be needed. Like for example, on Instagram, you'll do a video with your thing with the progress bar talking about YouTube, and then that will be a retargeting ad, and then you'll have a swipe up thing that will just retarget people that watched the webinar but didn't buy, and all kinds of things. And at that point, like we get into full video production, ad structure type of thing.
Yeah, and I think from my end, it's easy to make the videos, easy-ish. I mean, I might need my team to edit and stuff, but we do that all day long. It's how to then use those videos to get a result and market. So that's where it's cool, having you on board to help with all that stuff. So where we're at now is we've just launched it. We've got the 4 videos going out. We've got people signing up for the 4 videos. We're not even at day 4 yet for people to sign up and actually get the half price offer for it. By next month, when we're chatting again, are we full on launch mode?
So it all depends on when are we getting the webinar recording done. That's basically what it is with in terms of full live. Now, can we do it without 100%? We can still use, a short version of the webinar, but instead of having slides, because let's say that one will just take a little more time, that's fine. We can use like a 20 to 30 minute version with just you on camera talking pretty much about the same things. It's just that it won't be slides, right? So that can also, there are different things. Again, I can stay here and say all day long, okay, the webinar is going to crush, but then maybe we compare it with just you being on camera. And I mean, we look at the numbers and we see like, oh, like the webinar doesn't even bring, 25% than what the video that's just you on camera brings. So at that point, we're like, it all comes down to the numbers, and we'll just look at what brings the most result, and that's what's gonna just you know.
And I mean, I love it. I love the split testing. If you say, hey, Evan, like try this, try doing it with a hat on, try, you know, whatever. Yes, like let's go.
And I love the fact that you also understand, like yesterday when we were talking about that short YouTube ad is just going out to your subscribers. And I said, all right, we should have this video with talking about this, this, and that. And you said, all right, cool, we'll get that done, but let's go with this one and at least test it. If it tanks, it tanks, at least we learn, right?
Yeah.
So that's the mindset that it's important for people to understand. Like so many times you'll start doing something and it's just, if it's not working, it's not a bad sign. It's a good sign for you not to try it again.
Yeah, the 4 videos that we recorded were about 10 minutes each, the 4 free videos. I mean, even that, just for speed, there's no editing. I'm like, that was all one take. It's not like I'm walking through it and making a bunch of, my editor has to, you know, cut stuff out. It was just straight, okay, what are we talking about? Okay, great, record.
Let's go. You probably took
and then
longer
upload, and then here we go, right? And then the captions maybe took a little bit of time to burn those in, but because I'm not going through them myself. And what did I say? It, you know, 1 minute and typing it up. Yeah, so that's that kind of stuff. I think for any thought leader is hopefully if they can just record, like press record and make it content. If you know what you're talking about, then the process becomes a lot simpler.
100%,
cool.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, I mean, this next part is all about the marketing and the advertising and the retargeting and the, you know, listen, push me for content. Like, if you want to do it by state or by city, you know, those things, especially something from the phone, is so easy to record. If it's a short message, like I could do 1,000 of them.
Oh yeah, like especially for the swipe up. Yesterday I was talking to a friend here in Boston, and we were talking about the swipe up videos, and those are the best with your phone. It's like awesome.
But here's the thing: like if you want me to do it by geography, just say like, "Hey Boston," and then say something, right? "Hey New York," like, or whatever demo we could target. Hey, if you're 19 years old and you're trying to make it on YouTube, I got an offer for you. Swipe up. Hey, if you're an engineer and you're a thought leader and you want to make money on YouTube, swipe up. Right? Like, you give me 1,000 to do, and I'll do all of them. Right? Like, if it works, we can split test on some things. But if you want to go that specific, maybe the target becomes too expensive when it's that narrow.
We'll use a lot of those once we get into full mode. So we'll use a lot of them, especially getting people to watch the whole web class. So it'll be a lot of them. Like for example, we'll go after Gary Vee fans. We'll go after, Sunny Lenarduzzi fans, Think Media fans, all kinds of things, right? So you'll address those kind of messages directly to them to come and watch the entire web class. So at that point, we'll go.
Hey, if you like Gary Vee and you want to crush it on YouTube as well, swipe up. I got 4 videos that you need to like. That kind of thing is so easy to do that I think a lot of people may not want to do in their campaigns, but like I love that stuff. So you can give yourself 1,000 different things to do and just say this at the beginning, and I'll just sit down and I'll record 1,000 videos and send them to you. Like if it helps, obviously, but
yeah, no, of course. Yeah, that's a good point. Especially, like I said, especially when we go in, like we don't need it for this soft launch, but for the big one, we're gonna test a bunch of them. So again, we're gonna have it on vertical for swipe up and then horizontal for YouTube.
Yeah.
The YouTube ads. So
yeah, I mean, I'll just take a day and do all of them. I love that stuff. Like that actually gets me excited.
No, but that's awesome because it's so much easier to just see like, all right, we spend, $10-20 on these like Gary Vee fans. It seems that they don't want to watch a YouTube class. Cool. Next, boom. Russell Brunson's fans. All right, cool. They're all funnel hackers. That you're a funnel hacker, but that the best traffic source is on YouTube because you can get organic, boom, 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 swipe up and watch.
Right.
Boom, we'll get those fans. Like all kinds of things like that. It'll be great to do these split tests.
At what point, so when you go broad, it's really cheap to get exposure. Go specific, the more specific, the more expensive it gets, right? So if I just said men who are 24 or 20 to 50 in the USA, that's should be pretty cheap to go off and get. But if I said like Russell Brunson fans plus YouTube interest plus something else, it could be like really specific. What's a good, I mean, it's a general question, maybe too hard to answer, but I'm trying to think, what's a good sample size for an audience? If there's only 50 people in that audience, it's probably not worth making a custom video and just spending the time to reach them. If it's 50 million, it's too big an audience, like this audience that it may be worth making a custom campaign for.
Yeah, but I mean, Facebook wouldn't even show it if it's less than 1,000. So you won't even be able to actually create. I mean, they'll allow you to create it, but it's always going to be zero cost because they're never going to show it to anybody. So there's no point. Now, we don't want to go lower than 80 to 100,000 people as an audience.
Got it.
Especially when we do the ad, because we look at not necessarily just the cost per lead, but we'd also look at, okay, are we getting leads at, let's say, $30 a pop, but those leads don't buy? Well, we'll stop it. I mean, I don't care if we pay, or you don't care if you pay $10 a lead, but those leads don't buy, as opposed to paying $70 a lead, but then those people buy. So, you know what I mean? Like, we'll look at those because we can track how many people coming from this campaign actually end up buying. We are able to install the pixel in a way that will tell us, okay, these people became a lead and then they bought, and then we get the other people. So we'll look at, 80 to, I would say, even 50 to 100K in terms of size of an audience to actually show the video to as an ad.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm good with that. There's probably tons of different 50K plus. I can make a swipe up for all of them. Yeah. I'm so excited. Hey, Detroit entrepreneurs. Yeah. Be on YouTube. Swipe up. Let's go. Cool. All right, man. Well, we got some work to do. I'm excited. It's great that last time we were talking about the soft launch, and now we're here. And then in the next one, we'll have an update, and we keep going. We keep hustling. We make it happen. I'm excited. Thank you for your support on this journey.
100%, man. I'm happy to be a part of this and actually share with people what's going on during the launch, after we go full in, and to share the results and everything that's going on.
Awesome. And if people want to get in touch with you or see where they're going.
So if they actually want to download a specific blueprint it's almost exactly what we talked about, if they go to highendclientacquisition.com, they'll be able to just download this and get the full blueprint. It's a one-page thing. They'll be able to see exactly every step of the way. Well, not everything, because we talked a lot about different things. But if they go there, they'll be able to download this blueprint, so they'll be able to follow along as you explain it next time as we go through this.
Awesome. Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
100%.
And I'll see you next week in Toronto too.
Yes.
Yeah, it's coming. All right. Thanks, Darren.
If you want to see the last video I did with Marian where he kicked my butt and gave me more great suggestions, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.
We're creating the course on how to get to your first 1 million subscribers. We should rebrand it. Mentorship program. I like it. We're close to the soft launch.